in this episode
like,
of the
I'm
Straight
just
Up R&D
knockout.
podcast.
It just never woke up.
Yeah, because his girl said he had like, it looked like he had foam around his mouth. So he probably choked as well while all that was happening.
Yeah, no, for real.
You
so
know?
just appreciate your life and try to do the things you can to extend your life. Yo, yo, yo.
What's good, everybody?
What's good, yo? Welcome to another episode. We're on episode 30 of the Straight Up R&D podcast. Your co-host, D.
And I'm Rich.
And you already know the slingo. We love your support. You know, as of right now, we got 238 subscribers.
Yes, sir.
You know, we
Shout
growing.
out.
We growing as a channel each and every day. Yeah. But while we do love the support, we don't give a fuck about your feelings. That's just what we do on this channel.
And as you know, we're gonna give it to you real raw, uncut, straight up opinions based on motherfucking facts. You know what I'm saying? So, yo, we got some breaking news.
Yeah, sad news.
You know, today is September 5th. I just wanted to say that for the video. You guys probably see it later on next week or something. But we got news in the rap community, in the rap world, that Rich Homie Quan, he passed away at the early age of 34 years old.
Crazy, man.
Due to a drug overdose, allegedly. Some reports that I saw online that, you know, pretty much kind of confirms this is some of his close friends and some other artists like Boozy, Future.
Yeah, I saw the Boozy post.
Yeah, and a few other artists, you know, came out and spoke about it and said, yeah, you know, he did pass away. And one of his close friends said that he took a bad pill. And TMZ released the 911 call that was made by his girlfriend. I don't know her name. Do you know her?
No, I don't know her name.
I don't know her name, but basically, she said he never came to bed, and you know, she woke up in the morning, saw him still laying down on the sofa, and you know, he was, you know, she thought he was sleeping still, and she put a blanket over him, and then took the kids to school, came back, and he didn't move. The same position was there.
Same position, yeah.
You know, was there, and she started to check on him and noticed that he wasn't breathing, he wasn't moving, he was just still, and it looked like he had like some foam at the mouth. So, you know, they released a 911 call. And, you know, if you want to catch it, I'm sure you will probably find it on Instagram, X, or any of those social media sites, or even YouTube.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
It's crazy. He was dead for a while.
That's a long time.
Yeah, like if she said he never came to bed, he was asleep on the couch. You wake up the next morning and she was dropping her son to school. He's still on the couch. You come home, he's still on the couch. Like, he must have died in the nighttime.
Yeah.
I mean, his body is just there decaying, and you don't even know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that shit is scary, man. Like,
super scary, super scary.
You know, and it's crazy because lately, you know, a lot of rappers or even some celebs, even Heath Ledger.
Yeah,
you know, he died.
I forgot about that. Yeah,
he died from drugs.
You said Juice WRLD.
Juice WRLD. Lil Peep.
Yeah, Lil Peep.
Mac Miller. You know, like all drug overdoses. You know what I'm saying?
And you know what's crazy? Like back when our parents was coming up, rappers used to rap about selling drugs. You know. They used to make fun of people who used to take it.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this generation, they just rap about taking the drugs. Taking all this shit and just killing everyone. You know? And like, you know, I don't want to put the full blame on the rappers because everybody is in control of what they do. Yeah. But man, that early Future, my goodness gracious. He was talking about popping all the pills, drinking so much lean. And that just became popular to do. And then you see a whole wave of rappers talk about, I'm sipping lean, I'm popping perks.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's just like
Xan and all of that. And what's
started
crazy?
to glamorize that, man.
And what's crazy is Future doesn't even take drugs. Like, he said that.
Yeah, he said he don't take drugs like that because, you know, which is true because, first of all, you don't see Future. I don't really see Future in headlines like that, like going to jail or getting in trouble. He's technically a businessman. Like, he's an entertainer. I'm pretty sure his schedule's packed full every day. You think he has time to be wasted or laid out every day? The man is doing tours on music videos. Like, he's working. So you should automatically pick up that he's not high 24/7 all the time. Mm-hmm. But he's putting that in his music, and the listeners, the consumers, are high 24/7 all the time. Because they there listening to Future talking about, I'm off.
Yeah, and they got they couple lean in their hand. They vibing out. They, in front of the liquor store with the windows down and the doors open, blasting the music and sipping they lean. Like, I get it. That's the culture. You know what I mean? I like that. That's the new culture, right? Because before, people would be blasting music with the doors open at the liquor store with a bottle of, or a 40 in their hand.
Mm-hmm.
Now they smoking weed, they popping perks, they drinking lean, they on acid, and even Chance the Rapper, he was on that acid shit too.
Oh, really?
He was him and some other dude. I forget his name, but I remember this was like in 2013, around that time, and the drug music and like depressing era was going on. Like,
yeah.
There was a little era of that depressing music and shit, and people was just taking a lot of drugs, and
yeah, I remember Rick Ross. He was having a lot of seizures at one point, and he said he believed the lean was causing it. Mm. So he better thank God that shit didn't take him out, but it affected his health to the point he was having seizures. And lean is what, cough syrup?
Yeah.
Coughs, like, who the hell thought it was a good idea to get cough syrup mixed with soda? That's the thing, like.
That's like a potent
Who thought that was a good idea?
Codeine, is that what it is? Codeine?
Yeah, it's codeine. Like, who thought that was a good idea to just get some codeine and mix it with Sprite and just drink it? You know what I mean? Like, that's the shit.
Like, I don't even know, how does that even come to your mind? Like, how does that come to mind? Yeah, I'm going to just drink some of this cough syrup.
I can just think, like, somebody was sick one day, they got prescribed it. They're like, oh, damn, this shit made me feel good. Let me just mix it with some Sprite.
Doctor said I got to take it, so why not? They probably didn't like the natural taste and probably just say, yo, let me get a Sprite.
That's a good point, too.
Could be, because I don't like cough syrup. Like,
yeah.
I fucking hate cough syrup. Like,
no, you're right. So they just found a way to make it go down.
Oh, damn. Just thinking about it just making me like, But, it's sad because a lot of the youth, is doing this shit. And, I don't know why. I mean, I guess it is what it is. They glamorize it in the music industry. Mm-hmm. And, the younger generation, they want to live that lifestyle because they think the artist is living that lifestyle. Some of them are. But like they take it to the extreme by overdosing. And I don't even want to just like narrow it down to rap music or hip hop, but like,
oh yeah, Rockstar has been
rock, EDM, all of that. Yeah. People go to the concert, they got to get high before they go to the concert. Like, even the time we went to the ASAP joint.
Yeah. What's the ASAP Yams? Did he overdose too?
Yeah.
Yeah, ASAP Yams overdose too. And I think it was off in lean.
Shit.
I think it was off in lean because I remember that time when he overdosed. Some other rapper was like, I'm on that ASAP Yams right now, and it was drinking lean. Yeah, bro. And hold on, another one that came to my head. I don't know if you know him, but Fredo, Chief Keef cousin. Remember when Chief Keef was hot? Mm-hmm. He had a cousin named Fredo, one of them Chicago demons, and he drunk lean so much it fucked up his liver, but he got off of it. But the damage was already done, and he just died.
Damn.
So he actually got off of it, and the doctor was like, he's doing better. But I guess he drank so much.
It was
Yeah.
he probably was drinking it every day.
Yeah, because them Chicago youngins, they probably was started that shit at like 12 years old.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And the body only could take so much harm after a while.
Hey, even Eminem was on drugs.
Yeah.
Eminem, Lil Wayne, he was another one too.
Yeah, Lil Wayne's still standing. Thank God, but
Yeah, he probably got a lot of complications though.
Yeah, he got money. So like he could like afford the best medical care. Probably a lot of shit that we just don't know about behind the scenes he was struggling with. Because you look at Lil Wayne, bro, he looks scary.
Yo, for his age, how old is he? Like, he just look. He just look.
He gotta be like 40.
Let me see. Cause he's 41. This dude look like he's 65, bro.
Yeah, he looks scary, bro.
Like I'm looking at a picture of him right now. Like he just looks bugged the fuck out, bro.
Yeah, bro. And it's like, not to only stay on rap music, but we glamorize so much bullshit. Gun violence. So it's like we promoting homicides by killing the ops, and then we promoting suicide by taking all these drugs that's leading to you dying. And it's just...
Here I am smoking hookah.
Yeah. I guess we be
YOLO. But nah, I mean, shit, dude. Shit. So like one thing I just can't like wrap my head around is like you're rich. You got money. You're not me. But you have money, you're wealthy. Like I just can't wrap my head around what leads you to do like all these drugs. Like you have the one thing everybody wants.
But I ain't gonna hold you. I know what it is. Like, look, say if you just found some new fame, some new money, you out there with all the girls, you partying every night, you know what I mean? At the top clubs, at the top after party spots. So you just lit all the time. You just lit all the time, and then, you probably just like, let me try this pill. Oh, I want my night to be even more lit, so I'm taking this shit. I'm popping the perk with the tequila or some shit. You know what I'm saying? It's just like you were just in party mode because everybody flocking to you, like that rock star lifestyle, bro. Like,
yeah, but that's the thing. Like, you already have the fame. Like, people already coming to your section. People already trying to, people doing cocaine and all this other stuff. And what's another heavy drug? Fentanyl.
Oh yeah, that shit's
like,
a killer.
People already you the man. Like, why? Like, it's like to me, I view it as like if you're the host doesn't get drunk. The host doesn't get high. The host makes sure everything's going straight. Everybody else having a good time, keeping shit in order. You know what I mean?
Right.
And if you that man and you're rich, like I would have the mentality of I'm always the host. Like I got a persona, I got an image to keep. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, especially with paparazzi.
Yeah,
everybody was looking.
I'm in the limelight now. Like
Yeah.
if they hear, oh, I'm doing drugs and I'm on this, even Kid Cudi, he's another one.
Yeah, he struggled with alcohol addiction at one point. I think he's clean now.
He's better now.
Yeah, but I remember when he was in an interview, he was like, his liver was basically about to explode or some shit like that.
I mean, he's still drinking. I went to his concert.
Oh, he said
that motherfucker, he drinking like a fucking cow, or I don't know, like a mule or whatever, a fish. But
yeah, drinking like a fish.
But I was just like, damn, like I don't know, man. A bad pill is what killed Rich Homie Quan.
Yeah, so let's go back to that. So it's like, all right, everybody got their quote unquote high of choice, right? But there's different levels to this. I don't know what pill he was on. It was a Percocet or whatever other street drugs he took. But to have that much trust in somebody to go on a corner and buy some type of street pill just to get a high, that is one, extremely scary.
Shit, dude.
And that's on some crackhead status. And that's just like really dangerous. I just want to know, like, how did we get here to where we're promoting the use of pills? You know, we was talking like, I don't even like to take prescription drugs. If I go to the doctor and they say like, hey, take these antibiotics, or hey, take these pills to make you feel better, I'm nervous about that. And that's me going to get something from the pharmacy where it's just like, you know, it's supposed to be quote unquote safe. But you go into a man on the corner with a little brown paper bag with a couple of pills, and you're supposed to trust and believe like, yeah, this is what he say it is. It's like, where did we get to the point where we got to chase that level of high? You know what I mean? Like,
that's just surprise. Like, I don't know. I feel like, and this is just my thought. Like, people, and I'm not trying to degrade or anything. I know everybody got issues and stuff. And there's many different reasons why certain people take drugs. And again, drugs is to help you. The main purpose really is as medicine, right? It serves as a medicine for something, right? And your dosage is what is recommended by a professional, a doctor, right? But like, I feel like when people take certain drugs, it's like they're trying to escape from something, or they're trying to cope with something, or they're trying to get a feeling that, you know, gives them this euphoric nature or feeling that they want. Like, I think about marijuana, right? Like, smoking, it was more of a spiritual thing in certain practices. Others was for medical purposes, but now it's just to get high. Like, you know,
and that's why I hate, you know, about New York. That, listen, I'm not against anybody that smokes, but now since it's legalized for recreational use, people out here just overdoing it. Like, literally, when you walk outside, you smell nothing but weed. No matter what borough I'm in, like in Manhattan, you just see people smoking on the corner. You can't really escape that. And then, you know, when I'm walking with my family, it's like, damn, I always gotta cover up my child's nose and stuff because people just smoking everywhere. And it's getting to the point where it's just, it's unbearable and it's unavoidable. And when people smoke like that or take these type of drugs, I think it leads to some type of depression, especially when you're addicted to it. Because I'm starting to remember when COVID was happening. Everybody was like, there was a piece out on how everybody was taking like an enormous amount of drugs, and people was on alcohol so much because they were depressed for being inside. Like, it's definitely a mental thing when you're on these type of drugs. And I don't even know like how you get off it. I guess maybe if something in your life is not right, so you're just trying to find a quick fix. But then you get addicted because you come back to reality at some point.
Yeah, you want to like go back to whatever that feeling was.
Go back to what that feeling was.
And you know, they you know, I know a lot of people are probably gonna say, well, what about alcohol? Like, you know what I mean? Like, alcohol, it reduces It actually reduces the likelihood of getting a heart attack or a stroke.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah. In moderation, like moderately. Like, you can't overdo it. Like drinking wine, right? So it has alcohol in it, right? So
good for the blood. Red wine is good for the blood.
Exactly. So there's certain benefits to these type of drugs, but when you abuse them, you drink them and you get drunk, you damage. You know, if you drink a lot, you'll damage your stomach wall linings, like give you a lot of gastro stomach pain, abdominal pain, your kidneys. You know what I mean? Like, it can damage those organs in your body. But again, I'm not encouraging no one to do drugs or drink. If you don't do it, don't do it. And if you're planning on do it, don't do it. Okay?
Yeah.
Because you never know. Everybody reacts differently.
Yeah, everybody reacts differently.
See, there's some people that's taking fentanyl and they fine.
You know, there's some people who
Yo, there's people who touch fentanyl and end up in the hospital, bro. Like that, I'm like, to me, that's crazy.
You don't even hear like how people smoke cigarettes their whole life and don't get any type of cancer. Everybody's body is different. Some people's body could take the abuse, some people's body can't.
Yeah, and that's another thing. When these people are taking these drugs, they may see one dude that's taking 3 pills and he's fine. They think, oh, I could take that too and I'll be fine. No, everybody gets a different dosage. Your body weight, BMI, all that stuff plays a role. Like your blood pressure, all that stuff plays a role. You can't just, and that's why it boils back down to a professional prescribing. Okay, this is what you need based on your condition right now. To me, I just like you were saying before, I just don't understand how somebody can just walk up to somebody, I want X pill, and they take it and walk off. Like, how do you know that is what you asked for? How do you know it's not laced? Look at the weed these days.
Yeah. Look at the weed these days. Yeah, like we were just saying, Mayor Adams shut down hundreds or thousands of illegal weed stores. And it's crazy because if you go into one of those stores, you're like, oh, it's a weed store. This should be good weed or it shouldn't be laced with anything.
Yeah.
But it was illegal.
You don't know what's in it.
You don't know what's in it. So that's the scary part about, all of these drugs. And going back to alcohol, like the way I look at alcohol is like, look, majority of people drink, socially in moderation. Or in order to even get drunk, you got to be, drinking hard all night. Most people could take 2 to 3 drinks, get a little buzz and be fine. And,
Some people can take 1 beer and they're like buzzed.
Yeah, and they're buzzed. And that's what some people's limit. You could pop 1 pill and that's lights out.
Yeah, you could pop 1 pill and die.
That's it. That's literally.
And the thing is, how do you know that before you take the pill? You don't.
You don't?
You don't.
Oh, all right. Have you ever heard the story of Len Bias?
No.
Len Bias, back in the day, he got drafted by the Boston Celtics. Never did any drugs. This is when cocaine was popping. This probably was in the 80s. He got drafted high by the Celtics, and to celebrate when his homeboys take a line of coke. He took 1 line, died, heart attack and died.
Damn.
Meanwhile, all the homeboys there partying, sniffing up all these lines of coke. How many people, not that we know, but how many people took coke and fine and was able to get clean? He took 1 line. His body went into shock, suffered a heart attack, and died.
Clipped.
Never got to play on the NBA court.
Didn't set foot on the court.
Got drafted, celebrated him getting drafted, and died. That was it. So that's the scary part about these drugs, bro. You don't know how your body's going to react. You don't know what's in it. But people are still rolling the dice and taking that risk.
Yo, that's very I don't know. To me, I'm very cautious even taking a Tylenol, bro. It's just sad,
It's super sad. And it's like, you know what I'm saying? Not that you want anybody to die, but when somebody, when you're getting buried, like if your mom burying you or whoever, and they say the cause of death from drug overdose, it's like, damn, man, that was preventable in a way. Like you really just put yourself in the ground. Not to sound insensitive, but if you just didn't take that pill, if you didn't
be here today.
You know what I mean? Like if you just didn't do that, you would still be here. And it's sad that the culture is glamorizing that lifestyle, but nobody want to talk about the cons of it. I mean, people see it and are still choosing to do it.
I mean, even Mac Miller, when I think about him, because I liked his music. I listened to a good amount of his music. And, I remember at the time he was going through, the issue, with his girlfriend, I think Ariana Grande. And I think after they had broke up, that's kind of like when he was like his drug use skyrocketed more than the normal, I suppose. And he ended up overdosing. You know what I'm saying? Like these drugs really, really, even actors. I know there was this one dude who just died recently. He was an entertainer, and he died on stage.
Fat Man Scoop?
Yeah.
It was from drugs too?
No. Him, that was like a heart attack. Probably like a heart attack.
Yeah,
or
I think it was
something
from
like that.
health.
But like, I'm not alleging that the guy takes drugs or anything. But like, he's in the entertainment world. But like,
Yeah, so like all that shit catch up to you.
They said that he drank a Red Bull before, like, I guess he was on the stage or something, and then he took a drink of the Red Bull, whether he was on the stage or before the stage, and he like collapsed.
Red Bull is linked to so many deaths, bro.
Like,
which is why I don't like to take energy drinks, period. Red Bull is linked to so many deaths.
I remember even people dying off 5-hour energy.
Yeah.
A little bottle with 5 hours of energy. That sounds crazy, bro. I've never taken that.
Yeah, I definitely remember that. Hey, I don't hear about that no more. They're probably still around, but like I don't hear.
I see them in like if you go to like a gas station, like they
still there.
Yeah, they'll be there and like by the cash register. But yeah, that was the thing. I remember they used to advertise that heavy at one point.
No, you're right. You're right. I remember even Kevin Samuels, when he died from a heart attack, people were saying like if you watch Kevin Samuels, every show he had a Red Bull. Every show, and sometimes he was drinking multiple of them. And that shit leads to heart attacks, leads to heart failure. Because I remember when I took a Red Bull at work. I remember when I used to take Red Bulls when I had to do like long drives, right? And I hated it because it would make your heart be like, and I always hated that feeling. That's why I'm just done with them. But like it does something to your heart, and when you're taking that over and over, it's like your heart is just overworking all the time. It's not supposed to be going that speed.
Yeah, all day.
It's a stimulant. You make your heart overwork, and then next thing you know, you're just gonna collapse. Yeah, man. Like, all that shit is just everything dangerous, bro.
Yeah, I remember one time in college, this one dude, he would have a Red Bull, a Monster every day. Like every time we had that class.
I know a couple of them in college.
He Red Bull. I mean, Monster. I'm like, damn. He's like, I never saw him without a Monster can. And I'm like, damn. Like, I remember one time I took a Monster. It was just years ago, like probably like 2012 or some shit like that. And I was playing Batman Arkham Asylum.
Yeah, that was a game.
And I beat the game. But you have those stupid ass Riddler trophies. Yeah. Me and my cousin, we stayed up trying to collect all the fucking Riddler trophies. And we went to a corner store. We got one can of Monster. One can for me and him. It was a big one. Mm-hmm. And I literally took a cup this big and I was like up. Like after we beat the game, we beat it. We found all the Riddler trophies, but after me beating the game, I was like, like I'm just so wired right now. Like I'm over there, like I'm like, damn, what do I play next? Like, but like that shit will keep me up.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like that shit is scary.
Yeah. So basically, just be aware of what you're putting into your bodies. Because you just never know, especially as you're getting older.
Yeah, your body changes as you get older. You're not, your body, your heart, your organs probably can't, at that time when you're young, can tolerate all
the
of
nonsense.
That. You know what I mean? The buffoonery. But when you get older, things start getting worn down a little bit.
Man, like I already even remember Steve-O. Remember Steve-O?
From Jackass?
Yeah. He talked about his time. He better thank God he alive. He was taking some heavy drugs in his 20s. And he would just be drinking pints of alcohol, doing the helium shit.
Oh! You heard of the galaxy gas or something like that?
No, what's that?
Yo, it's basically like nitrous, the chemical,
Oh my God.
and people are inhaling that, bro. Yo, that's
Anything
nuts.
to get high, yo. But like Steve-O was doing some heavy every day. And now he's off. He's been clean for like a lot of years. I know more than 10 years he's been clean. But his body survived that time. That's my thing. It's like you put your body through all of that stress and pain and it outlived it. You see what I'm saying?
Got lucky. Got
Some
fucking
people
lucky.
can do the most and be good. It's like if you stop at the right time, your body can recover. And I always say that the human body is amazing. Because think about it too, like to even die from like cigarettes or alcohol, it takes like years and years and years of abuse before the body finally shuts down. You know what I mean? So it's like, if you recognize you got a problem, just stop to let your body recover. And then, you'll be fine. But some people don't get that lucky.
Yes. And again, addiction is real. Addiction is real. And I guess, the main point of this episode is really a mental health, being conscious and trying to, if you are struggling with addiction, definitely try to see a doctor or try to,
get some help.
Or because again, it makes you think all type of shit. You know what I mean? Like you can be depressed. It brings depression. You resort to the drugs to feel better. You know what I mean? So definitely, try to get like, someone to talk to, a doctor, a friend, a family member, somebody you're close with. You know what I mean? And hopefully that person can do right by you and, give you a good recommendation. Because I don't know, like I've met people who like, they just have to smoke. They just have to drink. They just have to do shrooms and all these other drugs. Like they have to do cocaine. And it's just like, damn, like
Their body got dependent on it.
Yeah, like they wake up, smoke, go to sleep, smoke, before they go out, smoke, before they eat, smoke, or drink. You know what I'm saying? And it's sometimes it's really hard to get that person to realize what they're doing, because then there's always that denial stage where they don't think that it's a problem for them. You know what I mean? So it's like doing that shit with caution and being responsible with it. Obviously, the legal drugs.
Yeah.
Obviously, the legal ones is very important. And overindulging in anything is not good anyway.
Yeah, overindulging in anything is not good.
So everything in moderation. But, it's sad. It's just sad to hear this news about him. And I know he had like an issue with Young Thug or some shit.
Yeah, I don't even know what it was about, but yeah, people, the conspiracy theorists are now saying they took him out. He was set up, and like I don't know, it ain't that fucking deep to me. The man just overdosed. Like you hear his girlfriend on the phone talking to the 911 operator, and it just sounded like an accidental overdose on his part. So it's really nothing to really think too deep about. But
what's the best advice you would give someone who is going through addiction right now? Like they're smoking a lot or they're taking pills. Like what's your best advice you can give that person?
The best advice I could give somebody who wants to actually stop. I can't really talk to the person who's addicted, but they just like, fucking, I'm going to just live my life. But if it's a person who wants to stop, just keep thinking about that moment of like what's driving you and just take it one day at a time. Like, don't even think about yourself from a year or 10 years later. Just like, all right, this is day one. I didn't smoke or I didn't have a drink. Day two, didn't smoke, didn't have a drink. And let that just compound over time. And just know, like, honestly, you just kind of robbing yourself from greatness. Like, you know, we talk about Trump a lot. I found out the other day. I even bring this nigga in the conversation.
Yo, that's another dollar for the flatbed.
Oh, damn.
I keep fucking forgetting to bring the flatbed. Like, damn.
But not to bring. I found out the other day that he said he never took a drop of alcohol in his life. He never drunk in his life. He never did any drugs because like winning at life was so much more important than fall into addiction. Because, and I can see from his standpoint, like you're a billionaire. If you get addicted to drugs, you got unlimited money to just keep buying drugs and alcohol all the time. You know what I mean? So it's like you can see why not being addicted to drugs or taking drugs where you can go. You know what I mean? Like you can like literally be, you know, like whoever you want to be if you just don't get addicted. Because the drugs and alcohol slows you down. Like think about it. Like if you went to a party, had a rough night of drinking, you wake up the next day, you feel fucked up. You hungover, take you longer to get out the bed. You can't focus. If you go to work, you all slow down. You can't do your job. You can't do nothing. But if you're addicted, you're going through that day in and day out, and you just not going to be able to just go to your full potential. So,
and even at that, you got to think about your family too. If you have kids, a loved one, married, or other people in your family dependent on you, you know what I mean? Like that's also important because now, depending on how much they depend on you, now they're going to suffer. So I'm saying, you know, and not only that, burials and funerals are expensive.
People go into debt for life for that.
You know what I'm saying? Like that shit is expensive, just as expensive as a wedding. You know?
No, for real, yo.
Like it's one day, one time.
Because people emotions get into it. It's like, you know, you lost a loved one. Oh, I want him to have the best this, the best that, the best casting and all that. So like, you know, them funeral directors play on your emotions. They definitely play on your emotions.
They definitely do. Know what I'm saying? But like,
yeah, that's the best advice I could give. Just think about your family, think about where you want to be, and take it a day at a time. And you know, it might be a time you relapse. Brush it off. Get up. Just don't stop trying. Basically, don't stop trying to get better. Especially with these pills, man. Like that's just so scary, man. So yeah. Different kind of episode we did here today. We doing here today.
Yeah, not to, you know, make the mood all sad. Normally we talking a lot of shit, but
yeah,
we talking some real shit today, man. Like this is some real shit, you know what I mean? And man, it's just it's a fucked up world we live in.
It makes you think about life so differently. Like literally waking up is truly a blessing, bro.
Oh yeah, definitely.
He probably was high and like, I'm just knockout and just never woke up.
Yeah, because his girl said he had like, it looked like he had foam around his mouth. So he probably choked as well while all that was happening.
Yeah, no, for real.
You
so
know?
Just appreciate your life and try to do the things you can to extend your life. You know what I mean? Like, shit, man. We all trying to do what we do the best we can. I'm trying the best way I can to do some things. I'm trying to work out a bit more, bro.
Yeah.
Shit is hard, yo. Like, I'm trying to work out a bit more.
I hear you.
I was in the gym earlier dying. I'm like, God damn, bro, I'm going to do this again tomorrow. I was like, I'm going to do this again tomorrow.
Yeah, man. That's another thing. And it's building that routine, getting it in the motion and adding it as a part of your life. It's, you know, definitely the hardest thing to do.
Yeah.
And, you know, for people, my advice for people who are addicted on drugs is definitely let somebody else know. Don't be the only one.
Yeah, that's true too.
You know, so you can have another ear or somebody's, you know, aware of the situation. Like I said earlier, talk to a therapist, a doctor. They have like all these hotlines too. You can call all these hotlines.
That's very true.
And speak to somebody because your mental state changes. You may be thinking of doing things, to cut your life shorter. And having someone to talk to can talk you out of it. You know what I mean? And
Right.
yeah, the thing, and another thing is the kids. The kids see this shit and they think it's cool and they want to do it. Like the it's called Galaxy Gas. It's like it's
Who thinks of this shit,
literally
man?
for like, I guess if you want to make like whipped cream or something like that, you can pump the nitrous inside of a cup. Like it's one of these special cups. Pour the milk in there and you shake it up, and it reacts with the milk or whatever, and then you spray it out and it makes whipped cream. People are literally buying that and like putting a nozzle on it and just inhaling it.
Oh man,
You know what I'm saying? And getting high off of that. Like that's the new thing.
bro. When I was working at the paint store, we had to lock up the spray cans after a while because kids would be coming and buying and getting high. I remember at that point when we had to install the gates on the spray cans because we were getting reports of kids coming in, underage kids coming in and getting high in front of the store and shit.
Wow.
Inhaling spray paint. Who thinks of this shit? All type of metals and all type of chemicals.
Paint. That's literally paint coming inside of your body.
Yo, they're finding so many creative ways to get high.
Insane, dude. Insane, bruh. I can't. I don't get it. And these the people that selling this gas, they sell it in different flavors. So it's like they're promoting it. They got like raspberry, watermelon, peach, mango. And if you see the can, the thing is like this big, yo. It's like a big thing. And you see, go on social media, you see these kids walking around with it. They, as if it's like, I don't know, like a fidget spinner or some shit. Like, I'm like, yo, they walk around like they just inhale the joint and they just bugged out, yo. And I'm like, imagine if one of them take that and pass out and hit their head on the ground and clipped.
No, for real.
You know what I mean? So, damn, dude, it's fucking wild, bro. It's fucking wild
out here. It's wild out here. And people just lacing shit with, yeah, man. You gotta.
Cause they lacing the weed with fentanyl.
Yep.
That Fenty.
Lacing weed with so much, man. Just to give you that extra high. Cause I was thinking about it too, like how weed is these days. Think about what Bob Marley was smoking. You think he was smoking all this moon rocks and
Incredible Hulk, those
what I
other
mean?
blue fairy dust. I remember I was in college. I heard about that one.
Yeah.
Oh, he's selling. It's like, yo, this is that blue fairy dust. You look at it. It's like blue, but it's sparkling. Like it kind of sparkles in the light. I'm like,
what the hell is that?
He's like, yo, I got this from the UK. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. Like,
what is that lace with, yo?
it's laced with some crazy shit. Some crazy shit, dude. And motherfuckers is buying it.
Yeah.
Buying it, dude. I remember I was watching a movie. I don't know if it was like Paid in Full or one of those type of like classic black movies. And they were fighting, like, this dude, it was like some drug stuff, and these people were fighting to get these drugs, right? This group of dudes, and like, they're doing the deal to sell the drugs or whatever, and another third party comes in and steals it, right? They rob them. Little did they know, they go back to their crib, they hype, bro. Like, they're like, oh, they got all this cocaine, all this drugs. They cut the bag, and they, start doing their thing. They all sniffed it. Tell me why it was rat poisoning.
No.
So they all died in the room. I'm like, yo. I was like, yo. Because the dude that was doing the transaction, he was trying to sell them fake drugs to get the bread. Because he didn't have the money to get the real drugs. So he got some and laced most of it with rat poisoning. And
That's crazy.
Boom, the people that stole it ended up dying.
That's real.
And I was like, yo, that's crazy. So now I think about it and put it in perspective. Like, you get this type of drugs off the street for some nut job, and you don't know what it is or how, if it's clean or if it's tainted or what.
You don't
and
know.
Then you put that in your body. That to me is just, wild. Wild, bro. Like,
that's super wild.
Like,
super wild,
man. But yeah, we're gonna end on that note. We'll give like a moment of silence for Rich Homie Quan and some of the other fallen people due to drugs. Definitely, you guys should all be responsible. Don't do drugs. You remember the DARE program?
What's that?
It's like a drug program that they were doing in middle school. I believe it was like middle school.
Oh yeah. No,
Yeah.
I remember.
The DARE program, like stay away from drugs. You know what I'm saying? Like, even though they may glamorize it and do all of that.
Yeah, they used to have all those commercials about it. They stopped airing those type of
They
commercials.
stopped doing that stuff. I look, you go on Instagram, I don't see no ads on don't do drugs or smoking is bad for you. Like, none of that anymore.
Mm-mm.
They even lacing vapes now.
Yeah. That shit illegal, ain't it?
Vapes?
Vape pens?
No, it's legal.
Oh, it's legal?
In New York, it's legal, but you can't get flavored ones.
Oh, really?
Flavored ones are illegal.
Ah.
Yeah, they put a ban on that because they said that the flavors were influencing kids to buy the vapes.
Yeah.
And they don't want kids to be smoking. So they said, okay, only plain flavor. So, there's other ways. I'm not going to advertise other ways on how to get flavored ones. But yeah, in New York City, they don't allow it. Got it.
Damn, man.
So if you do find it, it's probably illegal. Well, it is illegal. Not probably. It is. But yeah, let's just give Rich Homie Quan a moment of silence and all the other fallen soldiers out there. Not just celebrities, but, regular people like you and I. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it's your family member, your friend that's going through it. Give him a moment of silence real quick. But yeah,
Yeah, man.
if you know somebody, reach out to them. Let them know. Hey, I was thinking about you. You know what I'm saying? Get your shit together. Basically, if you want to be real raw and uncut like a straight up R&D podcast, you could do that. Because if you're my friend, I'm going to do that. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to be real raw with you. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to say, yo, what you doing is stupid, bro. It's not cool, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But, yo, live your life. Be healthy. You know what I'm saying? Get your life back on track. And, yeah, that's all I got.
Yeah, that's all I got. This was a good episode.
Yeah, this one was needed. This one was needed. But definitely like, comment, subscribe. Check out the shorts. Shorts is doing buck wild.
Mm-hmm.
Check them joints out. Definitely comment. We want to hear what you guys got to say about this episode. All fun and games. We like to talk shit and all that, but this one's a serious one, and definitely reach out to your loved ones and your friends. But on that note, I'm Rich.
D.
And I'm signing out. See y'all in the next one.
Later, y'all.